Aerial video used to be beyond the reach of most producers and most businesses. It required hiring a helicopter and renting expensive gear to get stable footage from the air. Well, now all you need is a drone and a properly trained operator to see the world in a whole new way. The technology is making inroads into everything from mapping to inspection. A company based right here in our region has assembled a nationwide fleet of drones, and it even trains the operators. Dave King is CEO of Steel City Drones, and welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
Yeah, so what's the nature of your business? What kinds of video do you shoot, and for what purpose?
Well, we are two different types of divisions. So we're a drone data acquisition service side where we actually get the content for our clients, but also we're a drone flight school where we actually train individuals and help corporations adapt the technology to what their internal programs are.
Pretty cool. What got you into this in the first place?
It was probably by an accident more so. I was working on a golf instructional video for a golf pro that wanted some unique types of shots instead of trying to do a jib arm, and back then there was nothing available.
So you were doing videography, just the conventional way.
Yeah.
How do you get creative? How do you find ways to get some new shots? Yeah?
Exactly.
This is only, what, 8 or 9 years ago, back in the dark ages.
Yeah, before drones were even known as drones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and we should probably show some footage. I think there's one spectacular scene you have down at the Kerry Furnace site in Rankin, which is the old blast furnace, where your drone was indispensable because of the safety issues involved in cutting back some of that big smokestack.
Yeah, they had to bring in 2 gigantic cranes and put the guys on these inside these cages to be able to cut it away, and they wanted to document the whole thing. And then they had previously brought me out to inspect that stack a couple times because it became unstable to climb up it anymore.
So the only way you could get a look down inside was with a drone, and you really could look pretty deep inside the stack too, right?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Is that a pretty good example of the kind of work you can do now for different types of companies?
Inspections are a very big part of our services. There's a lot of different type of inspection services that you can get under bridges as a big example, or in a lot of places you just can't get by traditional methods, or it would take a lot to be able to do it, or you have to bring in cranes and assemble them, and you can just fly the drones now and be able to do this in probably 10% of the amount of time to do it traditionally.
That's crazy. And I think about most drones, the camera seems to be on the bottom, or else it's right on just picking out the front. Yeah. But a bridge, you got to look up. But can you manage that?
Yeah,
well?
there's some new industrial drones out there that are able to mount cameras on top of the drones, as you can mount one camera underneath it or 2 cameras underneath it and have a thermal camera and a zoom camera. The technology is really there to do anything you really need.
So I take it the drones you're using are a little different than the one my son probably has in the garage? Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah, they range drones range anywhere from $100 to $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the really sophisticated ones are going to be
very sophisticated, and they have high redundancy to them systems as well. There's dual redundancy for batteries and flight control systems, and so that way, for most things that can possibly happen, you have a backup of everything.
Well, that would be important. Obviously, if you're spending $25,000, $50,000 for a machine, you don't want a gust of wind to destroy the whole thing. So they really build that in nowadays for the professional drones.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what gives our higher end professional clients the confidence needed to be able to do them now.
Well, and you've got to take it seriously, right? I mean, I would think you got a flying machine, it could crash, it could hurt something, it could break something. So I mean, I would think you got to think about insurance, you got to think about bonded people that can do this kind of work.
There's a lot of different things that go into it. Right now there's a lot of operators or a lot of people going out and just running to a local electronics store, purchasing a real inexpensive drone, and then they're trying to learn trial by fire on people's, on clients' work, and clients aren't even aware what they should be asking for when they're trying to hire a drone operator. So the certification is really important, knowing what to ask for, and even like, for example, the insurance. Most clients, when they're trying to hire a drone operator, aren't aware that there's very specific type of insurance that will cover a drone accident. Typical insurance will not cover it. Wow. So, and a lot of drone operators are going out there and chancing it, and they're risking training their clients as well on them. So it's a really important to know what to ask for.
And that's what got you to the flight school business too, as well, to make sure people really are qualified and they know how to do this right?
Exactly. You know, I mean, I'm a very experienced operator. I have over 5,000 flights of experience working for clients. So I know all the ins and outs, and I've been there and done it just for just about every type of application. And, you know, my experience, that's what drives my experience level, is to try to help I've tried to put that into my students and teach them some of my experiences that I've learned the hard way.
Well, and right now you've got a fleet, and you've got a network of drone operators all over the place as well, right?
Yeah, I can pull from almost 1,000 drone operators across the country on anything that's needed. So if it's not feasible for me to be able to go out of state or practical, I can just get another drone operator somewhere else and then have them do the operation for me.
All right, well, it's fascinating stuff. Congratulations. Yeah. What a way to build a business. Talk about getting in on the ground floor. And it's Steel City Drones, and as we go to break, we'll flash up the address for Steel City Flight Academy as well, in case anybody wants to learn to be a better operator.
Great.
Dave King, CEO of Steel City Drones. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Next up, Seton Hill University in Westmoreland County gears up for its next 100 years. Stay with us.